Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So we're going to do a collective reading for all of you, whoever found this, with the energies that are going on today. So, lots of chaotic energies still out there trying to destabilize. But what's interesting, King of Wands wanted to flip. Yeah, I'm feeling very strongly this lion energy. And whether you're male or female, this King of Wands taking charge of control. So I flipped a few cards out before this reading. Even though there may be a Five of Pentacles, you could be going through a loss, some chaos and conflict at this time. But you're still coming out with that King of Wands energy. But this is what I wanted to show you. Is I flipped a few cards over from the deck that I created, right, using Cartomancy, and I did my first reading down below if you want to take a look at that. So I got the 10 of Pentacles coming out, the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups right away, right? So this is about wealth, unexpected windfall, a surprise romance I have on the 8 of Pentacles. It could be through work or something like that with the 8 of Pentacles, but it's interesting that that comes out at the beginning of new relationships in the Ace of Cups. So what I'm more getting is you're going to be falling in love with whatever you're creating and you're building, whatever this is surrounding, right? I mean, on the 4 of Pentacles, I have inheritance, unexpected money, financial responsibility, all right, stability, prosperity. I mean, you know, the 4 of Pentacles were like you're saving money, investing money, and things like that, right? But this looked very, very beautiful for me to flip over because I was like, look at that Ace of Cups. I believe it fell on the ground the first time, too. I don't know the significance of that. Good news. And I'm getting self-love too. I'm getting, by whoever's embodying this King of Wands energy, like you're doing things that are right for you. You're pulling back your energy. Wow, we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. You're doing something for you. So you're pulling this energy now towards you. So anyway, I was like, with what's going on, yeah, 9 of Swords on the bottom. Like, give me some cards. What is going on? I said that I was going to pull a few of these, right, on top of some tarot readings, but that's the energy that I tapped into to start with, right? So, yeah, and I was feeling the Light Seers Tarot, which is interesting because to me this is like a really new age deck. Like, I want to get a bigger deck of this. It's so beautiful. Like, it's interesting because it's like I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it was so different. Right? And I don't know why, but it's like first impressions sometimes. It's like, I know I get guided decks when I'm meant to use them too. And for some reason, like the Light Seers, like everybody was popping up using it so much. And I wasn't feeling it like through readers that I was seeing. I wasn't connecting with them in the cards. Like I wasn't sure if I liked it. But let me tell you what, when I finally got guided to get this deck and I did, like I fell in love with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is so colorful and so beautiful. And it's definitely it, because it's really, to me, in alignment with the New Age tarot, because, you know, tarot's been around forever, right? But it was banded and all of this stuff, and, you know, we weren't allowed to use it and all of this stuff, right? My daughter got me with stickers. I have to send to my computer too. It's distracting me. But what I'm getting at is that, so anyway, it's of course been brought back, right? So, and getting very, very popular. So maybe that's why too, is because I was like, well, it's definitely all the New Agers are using it and everything. But there's some very powerful, like, the way that it hits the intuition and the color and coloring and just the vibration that I get off of it, like I was blown away. And I was, I really, like, I didn't even get the book with the little deck that I got, so I was looking up some of the descriptions online because I like to get the story behind the card for the ones where they explain, you know, their interpretation of the picture. And I was just like, wow. And there's upright and reversal meaning, so I do want to get another deck. But it's just like the duality is so beautiful. Like, look at this, like, with the Strength card and the Leo, they got like the face split, and it's half woman, half lion, you know, and well, just, you can just channel and do so much more. I really feel like I'm giving you like teachings, right? That's pretty much what I was doing with like the cartomancy, right? Is I must have been a cartomancer, I think it's called, in a past life, where I know that I was definitely like a gypsy before. And it runs within my bloodlines, right? And so does masonry and Eastern stars and all of that. So, you know, anyway, like, yeah, my ancestors have led me to find that out. Like, it was all hidden from me, which is interesting. Is I was talking about the tarot and being hidden and it coming to light and everything. I don't know. So it was interesting that I did decide to do the first reading, right, with the you know, with the deck and my interpretations, right? Well, that I put together for it. So, and then yeah, I grabbed the light stairs this morning too. So I don't know. I just felt to explain that. And if any of you have not got the light, I mean, you always go what you're guided to, what you feel, because there's been some decks where I've gotten them, but I just can't get a connection. Some things are different. Like, some people have said that they don't like Cyril Marchetti's decks because he personalizes and imprints. I was reading, he initials each card somewhere within the picture, just like his art, you know, the artist will, you know, so his initials are in each card. So some people have trouble, but I don't, and he is just so talented. I feel each one is a work of art alone, right? And then he's got a beautiful tarot visions, I believe, that I've got to study to know each of the oracle that I want to use to go along with that one. I don't know why they're pulling that up. I don't know. So really go what you feel guided to. So I really feel that I'm going to be awakening a lot of you to your spiritual gifts or to become a tarot reader. You know, cartomancy is the divination of working with playing cards, right? And using it as a form of divination, right? So, like, yeah, I feel like they're leading me towards more teachings. Really is what I feel like is happening here. See, like, I get, like, a lot of messages from Spirit, too. They had me pull out my box and find a lot of notes that I'd put together on my other desk 6 months ago. And I had put them all together. Like, whenever I sit down at my desk, you know, and I get guided towards messages and downloads, I write them down. So, you know, when I review them along with all the notes in my books, like, this kind of like my secret work here, right? So they're really calling me to start to incorporate that. So what I'm going to be doing is, they've been having me review some things, and I'm going to start giving like channeled messages and teachings and stuff from the ancients, because that's where I get the downloads, the messages, the guidance, right? And they had me pull out all of my notebooks too, which is interesting because like, this all got left somewhere, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like my diaries, I felt like, because they got left when I was staying with my boyfriend's at my boyfriend's mom's house, like right after we left our house around Christmas. And when she returned all my notebooks, it was like, oh my god, what did she read this stuff? But really, like, the way that I do a lot of auto writing, and I write kind of in coding, like, you would think that, like, you can't read it like a normal book anyway. You know, the people that often, like, you think people are like crazy or have lost their minds when they're really on to something. But anyway, I don't know how I feel to explain that. Maybe some of you are like that too, but anyways, yeah, so I found my notebooks. They're all filled with all of, like, my teachings and stuff, because I've been working and studying and been building this for years. I mean, all this astrology, because I wanted to gather all of it, right? So it's just interesting that they brought all this out to me today, because I really feel like, I don't know, man. Like, a lot of you, like, you're being initiated at higher levels and timelines. Maybe they're wanting me to teach it. For a lot of it, too, is like, I really needed to get the dark energy that was around me, that was blocking me. Oh, yeah, and they led me. This all happened today. And it's interesting, like, I went looking for, like, my daughter's insurance card when I ran across these, right? Then later, my notebooks, and then just how things have just, because I've been just in the flow today. But anyway, the only card I flipped out today so far was Powerful Light Worker. This is my deck that I created. It's actually 2 oracle decks that I'm going to be creating. That's basically like I have my own meanings, but I'm going to be getting designed and I'm going to be printing and creating my own oracle decks, right? And I've recently written down 2 beautiful oracle decks that I'm going to pick up for my soul family once I get situated somewhere, because now I don't even know where to mail anything. So anyway, all this stuff getting pulled out today, right? I think it's more like confirmation too, like telling me like, you got more than enough stuff. Get teaching, right? So yeah, anyway, it's just cute. And yeah, and the whole time my notebook's been on my desk all year. Best year ever. This was like 2 years ago that I got this. But see, it's just, you know, you can't even see because it's washing everything out. But see, it was like 2 years ago is when I started, you know, to look at the, it's just not going to show anything. Maybe it's not supposed to show you because they want me to teach you. But where I was looking up like the clubs, the diamonds, the hearts, right? This is when I was first studying. I mean, like, more perfecting to make sure that I was, that I knew the tarot correctly. And I've been working on my Roman numerals too. So, I really feel that like, this is the second part of the year. For a lot of you, this is like the change you've been waiting for. I love this time after Lionsgate where there's just massive awakenings, higher level of ascensions. This energy is coming in very fast. Like I feel a little bit eccentric, right? But it's like I feel very passionate, very excited. I've been doing a lot of meditations and clearing things out of my aura and my body. So I'm starting to get like back to my energy so it could get more wild and weird. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, this has been like a reveal for 12 minutes. All right, sorry. So they got me excited because I really feel that I finally released a big devil that's been in my life and around me. And I'm excited about it because it's been it's been something I've been trying to do for quite some time, but my heart's always gotten in the way. I really needed to embrace that Leo energy, right? And now I'm realizing that, yeah, I'm coming into alignment with divine blessings and my true magic and potential. It's really like when you get like set free and you get vindicated and you get just, there's just this big clearing. This is just what I feel, right? I think my soul family's helping me today. I think they are. So, anyways. All right, let's go. Let's get some messages now, because for those of you that came in for the title, not just me revealing everything, but it's all for something, right? Probably timestamp. I think I'm going to start doing timestamps too, times that I give a lot of channel messages. Like if you don't want to listen to them, that way if you want to come back, because maybe you get this reading and then it doesn't resonate with you, but then all of a sudden something happens and you're like, wait a minute. The other day when she was talking about something, I know I do that with some readers. I'm like, wow, that reading is playing out now. So that way you can come back. So they're showing me King of Swords now, right? Which is about strategy. Somebody could be watching you with the Page of Swords, gathering information on you. It's interesting how I was saying, like, I was worried, right? That my stuff, what, like, anyways, that was read or whatever, my notebooks. So I'm getting this, be careful. Like, I already got the feeling like, yeah, I need to stay off social media and the messages. I'm not going to keep giving energy, and because I've been having the devil come at me at all angles. Like, people have been popping up, coming out of the woodwork. I've just been, like, literally hitting delete, not even opening messages, because I'm not getting pulled into drama, and it's like the devil's really trying to come at me different angles, right? No. Knight of Swords, yeah, things are happening fast. Show me more of the cards. Let's see. The Hierophant in the World, Ace of Cups. Wow, damn. I mean, if the Hierophant isn't powerful enough, that's my divine source God card, right? Divine source. This is major for higher levels of ascension, for lessons being learned, paradigm shifts. Like, this is like a everything card, because it's like you have learned something. You have overcome some sort of contract. You've completed it. You now have the knowledge, right? You went through some sort of lesson. So now you get to be it's like you were the student, now you're the teacher. Now you're going to be more lessons that you're going to have. Don't keep that wrong. It's not like once you get up here, you're up here. That's why you keep going back and forth. But you're ready for your next lesson, because at the school you're ever learning here, but you've completed something major. So it's like a new doorway has opened for you. So that's what I mean, that they guide me to certain decks to the messages. And I hope you pick, there we go. But if you can see, there's a doorway in those stairs, and somebody is just sitting here laughing. You could be finding yourself just sitting laughing. Like, I realized I was doing that yesterday, so I also started laughing, and I did it again today, because it's like something clicked, and I finally realized, like, oh my gosh, like, this is why this is happening. This is why. It's like, because you get that, the divine gives you the confirmation, you get the download when you completed something, because it's like you're taking the test, but you don't know you're taking a test. So when you take the test and you pass it, then it's like them saying, guess what, you're taking a damn test. You know, here you go, here's how you did, or whatever. So then you're laughing, and maybe how you reacted, like if it's like if you knew you were taking a test. You know, like, just maybe you wouldn't have, I don't know, like, you wouldn't have taken it. I don't want to say I wouldn't have taken it so seriously, because some of you, that'll make you want to I think you know what I'm saying. It's just that relief, right? And it's also laughing because you know that something is done and that you're going to get rewarded for it. And it's basically like knowing, like, you now don't have to deal with this anymore, and it's like being done with it, knowing that you just get to laugh it off, like, thank you for that. I get that. What you didn't break me. It leveled me up instead. Thank you. I'm not going to go to the next level. I don't have to deal with that anymore, right? So that's why, like, he's laughing, like, oh my gosh, like, so you get the revelation, the realization, or whatever. I hope this is making sense. So yeah, World card. She's set free here. You're being set free from something. I really feel like a big burden is taken off of you. It's one of these, like, okay, let me give an example. This isn't for everybody, but this is one situation I got, so it might be for somebody. But if it's not for you, don't worry about it. I'm giving an example. It's like, say you were in a challenging situation with somebody that had a whole bunch of baggage and problems, and that could be something in itself. But say, like, you were having problems, like you wanted to build a family or have children, but your partner didn't want to have children. You know, so, you had a big road ahead of you, a lot of work, because maybe in your mindset too, like, well, I don't want to bring children into this till I heal them of this, and then, then we can work on having kids. So you have this long road ahead of you, you fill in all of this work and everything, and then all of a sudden, like, they cheat on you or something, or betray you, not even say cheat, they just do something, they betray you, where you're like, you know what, I'm done, and you got all the reasons to walk away. And then there's Ace of Cups here, okay, so I'm not done. So you level up and you meet somebody way better, and but then you realize, like, wow, like, yeah, or even just you being free, you have the realization, like, I can go after new love. I can go after somebody that doesn't have all of this baggage, doesn't have all these problems, is ready to have children. Now I don't have to do any of that. All I had to do is be strong enough to set myself free and know I deserve better. And now I don't have to deal with any of their problems. And now I get to go have a family. Like, I could literally have a baby in 9 months if I wanted to. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You see what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like somebody's realizing how trapped they had them, and that they were taking their dreams, their life, just so much. And it's just like, wow, why was I like, and it's like realizing that you were being bound to somebody that just, you know what I mean? So it's like you're laughing at somebody's ridiculousness, right? Because it's like, you have no idea. I would have done everything for you. Like, I had this mindset I was going to give you all this time and energy. Maybe you were going to pay for somebody to get them out of financial debt, to get them out of being depressed, or just, I'm getting this energy of somebody was like going to give their all to somebody, like everything that they had, and wait for them and be bound to them, and was going to marry them, and they just go and do something silly, and you're just like, you know what, thank you for doing that, because you just set me free. You're right. Instead of focusing and giving you everything, I'm going to go love myself. I'm going to let someone better come along, and I'm going to have everything. So that's what I'm getting. Like, this is, so that's where you're sitting there laughing, because yeah, it hurts what happened, but sometimes you get your soul broken, or you get your heart broken, but it saves your soul. See what I mean? Somebody was like losing their soul, losing their passion, right? So yeah, ultimately you're closing out a cycle. You're not opening up your heart to love, which you're healing your heart. You know, it's never good to jump from one situation to the next unless you're ready for it. Because for some of you, this has been going on for such a long time, it's literally going to set you free when it's done. Maybe it helps to do a cord clearing ritual too. Like, I literally did one today. I'm not even lying. Like, I was like, I need to pull back my energy just to get my power back and my strength. Because I had already, well, being psychic, like, I'd already foreseen, you know, what was coming. And I already knew and sensed it. But anyway, I was like, either way, I was like, I'm going to do a cord clearing. I don't even like to say, like, just a cord clearing meditation. Right? I call them the archangels, right? It was interesting too, because I picked one and they picked a different one for me. So if it happens, right? Don't, like, when your station changes, I mean, I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but it's like, I've got a lot of spirit guides, like they know how to select things on my phone, click me out of videos, bring me into things. Like, I'm very in tune with the universe. Like, I pay attention to things when they come across. If my child is coming at me to show me something on their phone or whatever, like, I watch it, because sometimes there's spirit animals in there to give me messages out, even though it may just be their video game stuff. Like, spirit knows how. A lot of times too, I miss stuff and my kids bring it to me. I really do. So anyways, a lot of messages are coming out in this. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I did a cord clearing, calling in the angels to cut any energetic ties, right? And by doing that, I felt it really pulled back my energy, and it got me the strength and courage to stand in my power. So it helped me. So I feel that that is going to help me move quicker, right? So it's guidance for some of you, right? If you're needing some power. 222, as I say that. 2222. I've been seeing 222s all day today. So I need to look up all the twos, right? I believe it's about being in alignment. I'm not sure, actually. I need to look up 2222, right? And 222. We're just repeating twos all day today. So, this is going to allow you to heal your heart space too, and to getting out of relationships and things like that. You have energetic cords and ties, and you don't want to be feeling their energy, especially as you depart, because even though you may be in this happy energy, then all of a sudden, if they're pulling on your energy, it could bring you down to severe lows, and you don't want to do that. You don't want them pulling on your energy. You want to disconnect, right? So ask your archangels, right? Your angels to come in. Those are the best ones, because some of the frequencies out there, like, you need to be careful. Wow, I just clicked a scene. I'm in something weird. I don't know how to click it off. Hold on. Now I don't know what I did. I think I went to more scenes online. They're funny. See how they do stuff like that? Sometimes I bump things, but stop playing. It put me like in a simulation. Did you see that? Life is but a simulation anyway. The magician energy is here. So yeah, you're in this very powerful creative energy. Create the life that you desire, right? In alignment with that, right? So yeah, look, judgment is here. Look at, like, her soul being set free. I really feel somebody had you trapped and stuck. They were controlling you. They were controlling your destiny. And it's interesting, it's a beautiful reader. One of my soul family members talking today. Like, his reading was epic. And I love how he was saying, talking about the lion energy in the Wizard of Oz, right? And that fearless, or the lion that needed to get courage, right? That was epic. I explained that. But he was also saying, where did it just, that, that, like, you're gonna, like, the way he was explaining it is like, if you're with somebody that isn't in alignment with you spiritually, it's like killing your soul. Like, you slowly are dying inside. And I know that feeling, and that's what was happening to me literally a couple years ago when I was in a situation that was so dark, and somebody was so draining and depleting my energy, and it was like the worst feeling ever, right? And I was like, I'll never get myself in a situation like that again. And then I ended up repeating another karmic cycle, but it's like I didn't even realize it. I don't know if it's because, like, I had told myself I will never get myself in a situation like that again. But I think this time in this situation, I've been such a fighter that I've stood up for myself more. And it's like I've not let them get me down spiritually, right? And I'm very defensive of my spiritual work. And I think, you know, he knew it too, but he was attacking me psychically, and little cuts and things like that, not saying it to my face, but I know that the little psychic attacks and things that he would do would weigh heavily on my mind. But then I realized he was using other tactics, that he was constantly creating chaos and little things. Like, you've heard some of the obnoxious things in my readings, you know, and I've talked about some of the stuff, like when I'm trying to do meditations and all of a sudden he'll come, you know, cause a bunch of noise or cause a bunch of drama or interrupt things that I'm doing, or call, you know, I've been seeing it all, but I've just been telling myself, like, he's just so used to being the center of attention. He's afraid that he's going to lose me to somebody in my spiritual work, because I've been saying, you know, that you need to come at me on a spiritual level. Like, you need to, you know, I've just had all this patience, but it's been just all like smoke and mirrors and like games, right? I don't know. So it's like, I'm explaining this for somebody, because it's like, even though you may feel as though you're defending yourself, maybe you are in some degree, but the devil knows how to find different ways to get to you. So it's like, I didn't realize how much control it really had over me, right? So yeah, there's this energy of being set free, right? Sun card energy. So Ace of Pentacles, you have this new beginning in the palm of your hands, right? It's got roots on it. You're going to be building something now that's very grounded. Maybe that's why you have these multiple different tests that you need to do, depending on how much healing you need to do, how much work you need to do, because that's what I'm getting. There's different levels. Not everybody has to go through as many tests. Us leaders have to have it a lot harder, I will say that, because you know, we have to know all angles and all different situations. So many of us have had many different storylines, timelines, people, things that we've had to endure. Like, I realized a long time ago, like, some of the connections that I've connected with people where we've talked about that I did, like some of the people that I've ran into that, or made connections with, that I didn't grow up with, and we've talked about our past, and I tell them everything that I've done, and they've told me, like, they're like, wow, you really did all of that in your childhood? Like, literally, I just went to school and, you know, practiced and did my sports and work, like, but you were like, you know, you were taking road trips, to being a raver, to, you know, to the different jobs that you had, to working out of state, to just, you know, all the different moves that you did, to the vacations, to just everything, you know, my hobbies, what I did for fun, all the different, you know, extracurriculars that I did, all the different things, like, and I didn't even see it that way too, you know, like, you know, like, because in school, they like to, you know, rate everybody by their GPA level. Well, I learned differently. A lot of times, like, I was stubborn because I was like, oh, you know, like, they're wrong. The teacher, what the teacher's saying is wrong. So why would I do this, you know, because I knew that I was smarter than some of the teachers, right? And I wasn't going to be like, I'm not going to be at school, dedicate all of my time to you at school, and then go dedicate, you know, hours on end to go doing homework. So literally, like, I was one of those kids that thought, like, I'm just going to show up and do the tests and not do all of the homework and things like that. And then what they didn't like too is I was really sick as a kid a lot. So I had like, reasons for not being at school. Like I had doctor's approval letters, things like that, why I could miss so much school or whatever. And my immune system is great now. I healed from myself, not dosing myself with medicine all the time like my parents did when I was a child, which depleted my immune system and I had to fix and heal myself, right? But there are reasons why I was getting, you know, having mono like every year and things like that and being out or whatever and all that stuff. So I was sick. So anyway, like, but still with all of that, like my parents couldn't see, well, how is she not do homework? How does she not do all this? How does she, you know, I would stay after school, like every single day. I was in all sorts of extracurricular activities, always doing these different things. Like I couldn't do study halls because I still have always been like that. I get bored if I'm not learning stuff. So I had so many credits my junior year. I could have graduated then, right? And just all these different things. But I still didn't want to see myself as being intelligent because I was so labeled. You know, they were in the mindset, oh, well, looking at your GPA and all of this, like, you know, you're not welcome to go to college and things like this. Maybe try trade school. Like, it is such a joke. It really is. And especially because they can't keep up with me because you can't teach or oh my God. Wow. This is really getting into stuff. I don't even know where I was going. School's on my mind a lot too because it's like I go back and forth with my kids. Like my kids really want to go back into school and I feel like I need to give them that, especially with these transitions that we're going through. But at the same time, they're like little rebels like me. Three of Swords. It's coming out of the Magician. There's going to be losses here. Let's get back to this ring. Like I don't even know where this is going. High Priestess, secrets, heightened intuition and all of that. 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. This is what you're coming out of, what's closing out. Somebody's been in this 9 of Swords energy, in this stress, in this worry, right? Not seeing things as they were. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, I wasn't seeing things, you know, because I was so focused on what other people seen and thought of me. And that's how I feel there's been a lot of control over me, right? Because my kindness, my niceness, my sweetness was taken for granted. Like me being a Leo, like Leos are so much about like love and their heart and loving and protecting their family. They'll do anything, right? And I've got that infused with Cancer, being the nurturer. So it's like a lot of times you just see the loving Cancer side of me until you come after one of my family members. Then you're going to see the line. And that's something I've been needing to learn too, you know. But calm down a little bit. So they've been working a lot with me. I've taken everything, you know, that's been in my life path as a lesson, right? So, wow, this reading's going long, 32 minutes. So you're being set free from something. Some of you, too, for me to talk about this, like, your perception of yourself is off. Like, you are very highly intelligent, skilled, gifted. You know, I'm talking a lot about starting up these spiritual. Maybe that's why, too. Like, for a lot of you, that getting in alignment with me, like, you could be some ancient souls as well, right? Here with some very, very powerful stuff. But when it comes to the 3D matrix, right? And knowing the new age school book stuff and math and all, like, yeah, you probably know none of that, whatever, like, because maybe it's like, you know how powerful you are. And that's probably, I think, some of it with me is why I was like, no, I'm just not going to learn this. Like, I just had it in my mindset, like, I'm never going to use all of that, right? Like, I always knew that it meant for me to be not in alignment with what I wanted, right? Especially as starseeds, because we're supposed to be creators, right? Entertainers, right? Different things like that. So you really feel what it is you're supposed to be doing or whatever. So I'm getting you learn differently. I don't know. It's for somebody here. These readings are helping too, my kids too, because 3355 as I say that. My daughter, that is 16, doesn't like to always listen to my spiritual teachings because she's got this label on me that my mom's a witch. My mom's, you know, just trying to be like the new age tarot readers. No, I'm not a tarot card reader. I've tried to explain to her. My tarot cards are for ancient teachings and I get the knowledge from them. And, you know, like, it's not just about us. By like when people just ask for free readings and stuff, like friends, people I meet, like, I don't give them. I tell them that I'm learning. I'm an apprentice right now because that's not what it's about. And that's why I've been struggling going back and forth with like personals, because it's like, that maybe like it had like me past life stuff or whatever. Maybe that's something that I need to overcome, but I also know that it pulls on my energy. It doesn't go in alignment with what I want to teach and want to use it for. Now, I'm not saying for some of you to not do that, but I'm just saying what you feel is what you have to trust it. So don't do stuff if you feel that you shouldn't or that you don't want to, because that's your values, your beliefs or whatever. It's just like, I don't like getting into people's energy without their permission, so I don't. Like, I could easily be like, let me pull some cards and see what's going on with this person. If it doesn't relate to me, I won't do it. Right? I won't. It's like, I feel it's an invasion of privacy. Right? So maybe that's my thing too, because a lot of times people want readings to know about other people's business. And I don't want to pull on somebody else's business that's not, like, I get it. Like, maybe it's because I see too much into people too. I don't know, because maybe some readers can just pull on the energy and it's okay. But it's like, I wouldn't want, like, someone to be able to go to a reader and find out about my love life. Like, I wouldn't. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't know where I'm going with all of this. It's probably making no sense, because a lot of you could literally, like, maybe that's why too, like, if you haven't noticed by now, I say I'm a spiritual teacher, healer, and a lot of you that are in alignment with me, you get these ancient teachings from me. It's not like I'm not telling you what's up with your lover for the week. Like, no, I don't do those. Like, I'll pull collectively on the energy of love and what's going on, and I see new love, but you know what I mean? But I'm not like, oh, give me characteristics of this person. Let me look into this. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that you're connected with and things like that. Because it's far too wrong too, because you really don't know what everybody's placements are. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially when there's two, right? It's like, I know that I have a heavy Scorpio that's around me that has been for quite a while. And I was involved with the Scorpio. And then my ex is, my child's father that never gets out of my energy. His rising, and I'm sure his moon is both Scorpio, so that dominates him, right? He's always in my energy. And it's up to the person that you're giving the reading to distinguish who that is. And you might have the mindset, oh, they're talking about my lover. So they're talking about how my lover is cheating on me and betraying me and doing all this stuff, when really the heavy energy that's in your presence could literally be that ex that you left, that cheated on you and you left with your kids, right? But now you're going to destroy your relationship because a reader told you this. Okay, this is it's going way deep. But 37, 33, that's why you got to use your discretion, right? And sometimes energies heavily come in. And if that reader is going through something too, and they bleed out into the reading, and it compromises the reading, okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to quit. 8-8. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords is sitting here. We're very strongly feeling this Lionsgate's energy as we're closing out Lionsgate. I know I told you we're going to be feeling all of Leo seasons. We have to be getting into Virgo season. It's probably literally today. August 24th. When is it? Let me see. I know it's close. Virgos. I'm just curious. August 23rd and ends. We are officially in Virgo season. Look at that. See, I knew it. Oh, it's my baby's birthday season. My 16-year-old I was talking about. Getting ready to be 17. My Virgo, she's my oldest daughter, my first. So, yeah, 8-8. So this Lionsgate brought in a lot of massive awakenings. So I feel that the portal gateways closed, but all that energy that integrated and came through, causing massive accelerated ascensions, right? So, 5 of Swords, it could literally be just maybe the surge of energy as it's been closing out, because I've been feeling it coming in like surges, but it's also because I've had a lot of chaotic energy. Literally, traumas can block things, and that's probably what's going on with me today, because I've literally, like, is today a portal day? Like, what is going on? Because when we've got portals, I can get really, really, really eccentric, right, in the readings, whatever, because a lot of the energy comes in and I just flow with it. But no, what I'm getting at is because I did that meditation that I was talking about. So I had some traumas that were blocking, right? So clearing those out of my body allowed some more energy from this portal to come in, and so that's why, like, sometimes a lot of it will just, when I get on here and I totally just flow with it, come out. So I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna do some other readings, right? So this one's probably gonna be just, I don't even know what this reading was about. Well, about getting empowerment, strength, Leo energy. So that's what I mean. Like, it's more for me, like, ancient teachings teaching you a lot of spiritual awareness. I feel to be careful about how you interpret readers, readings, things like that. That's why the best thing that you can do, find a reader that resonates with you, stick with them. Not every reading's going to be for you, but the more you watch them and interact, the more that they feel your energy, and you're probably going to get the best readings when you stick with readers and you check out multiple placements. Because remember when I was talking about all the just different scorpionic energies surrounding me, I wasn't that's just like the sun placements that I know about, right? You don't really know what someone's moon, their rising, their Venus, their Mars is, if they've got, you know, stelliums, things like that, that can dominate and take control over their chart. They give you more, right? And then everything's unique and different. Because it's like, I'm a Cancer sun, and I've got Cancer in some other placements, but my moon and my rising are both Leo. So that dominates me more a lot of times, you know. And also because I'm like a Cancer Leo cusper. Too, that's a big influence. I've always said I'm like the strength card. I'm half, did I put it back in? I'm half lion, half Cancer because of that being on the cusp there, right? And I always found that I resonate more with Leo readings, but then lately I resonate a lot with Libra, and I know that I'm Venusian, right? Or I know with my star seed, right? Placement. So there's that. That's probably why, you know, because Venus rule of love, right? And all of that. So anyways, I'm going to go. Love and light to all of you. Watch whatever readings you feel guided to. Bye, guys.